County officials assembled with community leaders and residents at the Silver Spring Civic Building to honor the Buffalo soldiers who served our country. The Great Hall at the Veterans Plaza building was officially renamed the Buffalo Soldiers Great Hall in honor of the heroic courage and sacrifice of the 92nd Infantry, a segregated unit of African Americans in World War II.
It is my honor to dedicate this great hall here at Silver Spring Civic Building in honor of the Buffalo Soldiers. The Buffalo Soldiers served with honor and courage at a time when they were subject to discrimination in their own land.
The theme this year of Black History Month is African Americans in times of war. And it's a lot about the service of African Americans over the years. And one of the great stories, of course, is the division of African American soldiers that fought in World War I and World War II. Here we have Veterans Plaza out in front of us, and there's a memorial, I believe, to Vietnam veterans. And this is a part of the story of service, and that isn't told as often.
It is such a fitting tribute, to this part of history, to this recognition, especially because people may not know, but Montgomery County does have quite a number of historic geographic areas and families that have contributed so greatly to the African American experience, the history.
Well, it certainly is significant in recognizing the contributions that they made to our community as a whole, to our history as a whole, when you look at not just Montgomery County, but this nation. And so it really is something that signifies that Montgomery County remains committed to not only being progressive about what we do in the future, but also recognizing how we couple that with the sacrifices that people have made in the past.
This takes a significant civic space that's used by thousands, tens of thousands of people, and names it for a group associated with African American history and American history, and it says this isn't important enough, it should be named for you. And I think it sends a message that that this part of the community is important, and that it's appropriate to name large spaces after people who've played a significant role.
James Hardin Dartry, a longtime Silver Spring resident and Buffalo soldier who passed away in 2015, was also recognized at the ceremony.
She is the widow of Mr. James Hardin Dartry, one of our Buffalo soldiers, and again, 2015, I believe, he left us here, but left behind, obviously, a marvelous legacy.
Doherty served in the Army's 92nd Infantry Division, and when he returned home, he wrote a book about his experiences. That book and other memorabilia are now on display in the Buffalo Soldiers Great Hall.
Who served with distinction in World War II, returned to a segregated country, and continued to serve, and was the first African American on the Montgomery County Board of Education. What a great story. And I think we're all just honored to be part of the history of Montgomery County, and to recognize that no matter what you look like, and no matter where you were born, we've all chosen this place to be our home, and it's an opportunity to honor those from many different backgrounds who served our nation and made Montgomery County the place it is today.
Reporting from Silver Spring, I'm Susan Kennedy.